Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everything where you are is good. But I'm gonna start today off by going for a quick surf session. So just a quick surf, catch a few waves, and then come back and maybe do just like a vlog, like a fun vlog. So let's go surfing. Woohoo! Okay, I just came back. The waves are pretty fun, but it looks like it might rain soon. So we're gonna try to do some stuff before it rains because it's the rainy season. So it started to rain sometimes in the evening, and now it's kind of the evening. So I went to the store and got ice cream. I'm gonna give you guys a tip, and it might work, it might not, but it's a good way to, if you want to get a treat or get ice cream or a chocolate bar or something when maybe your parents don't exactly want you to get one. So what it is that, okay, so it's ice cream isn't the healthiest, but you know what is healthy? Being happy is healthy, and ice cream makes me happy. So technically eating ice cream is healthy because it makes me happy. So I'm not saying say this to your parents every time you want to get a treat or something, but you could use this it's like a one-time use. So maybe one day when they nah, and then you say this. It probably won't work, but you know, it's just kind of funny, and then they might be like, oh, that's kind of funny, okay, go ahead. So this could help you out. See, this ice cream makes me happy, which is healthy. This is wood, so it's biodegradable, so I don't need to throw it in the garbage. I can just throw it back into nature. Okay, so as you may know, in a couple of weeks I'm going to this YouTube convention called VidCon. And when I go there, there's going to be tons and tons of YouTube channels, like big YouTube channels, small YouTube channels that are just starting out, ones that have been around for years and years. There's going to be fans who just like certain YouTubers, so they're going to be there. And right now, I have about 3,600 subscribers. So what I think I'm going to do is, until then, I'm going to try to make a vlog of just what I do in the day, every day until then. So that doesn't mean I'm going to film a 24-hour long video of just every possible thing I do in that day, because there's probably a bunch of stuff that isn't the most interesting, just doing nothing. But I'll show all the stuff that I think is the most interesting, or something where you could learn something from it, or just talk about something. And I'm going to do that for the next couple of weeks until then, and see how much I can grow my YouTube channel. Right now, I'm doing a video almost every day, but sometimes I kind of don't get a chance to do something a day. So I'm gonna try to do that. And like I said, it's the rainy season, so that means it starts to rain almost every day. So all the grass and plants and trees, everything starts to grow all their leaves back. As you can see, that tree up there, a couple weeks ago, didn't have a single leaf, and now it's completely covered in leaves. And all these nice plants behind me, they never grow in the dry season, but now that it's raining, they started growing, and they're super awesome. They're nice in a fluffy bed. So I like that a lot. And next time it rains, I'll try to show you guys. It's usually in the middle of the night, so I might pull out a light or something and try to get a shot of it. And hopefully I'll get to do some fun adventures in the rain, and try to not get my camera wet, because that wouldn't be bad. That would be bad. That wouldn't be good. See how tall these plants are? It's insane. That's my arm. See that? Oh yeah, and I figured out that my dog, puppy, she acts like a puppy. She loves to play with these plants. So I'm gonna pull a few out, and I'm gonna go and see if she likes to chase them, because she thinks they're a treat or a toy or something, and she'll run up and bite them, and then and try to eat them. And then she'll realize they're just a plant. So we're gonna try that. See, that's all that nice fluffy plants. And here's a soccer ball. This is how you do it. Look, you just grab some plants and you go. Whoosh. you guys a funny story that this story started to me when I was a childhood, when I was a kid, and now, okay, it's about this tree that's right behind me. Okay, so when I was a kid, when we first moved to Costa Rica, my parents got me like 10 ylang-ylang trees. They might have not all been ylang-ylang trees, I think most of them were, but ylang-ylang trees, and they were all in like these little tiny pots. And for some reason, I had the brilliant idea to take them out of the pots and put them in different pots, which were filled with black sand. So plants, they don't grow that good in black sand, so of course, every single plant died, except for one of them. That one plant was this one. And we planted it right there. It's been like 6 or 7 years since we planted it there, and it grew up to be this. So it's kind of like the lonely survivor. So it survived me taking it out of its pot and putting it in black sand, and now we planted it here, and it grew up, and now it's like an awesome tree. Everyone calls it a Tua's tree because it's my tree. So it's an ylang-ylang tree, and it has these really cool flowers which don't always grow on it. They're not growing on it right now, but they do sometimes of the year. Man, it is so hot out, you guys would not believe it. But when they do grow, the flowers are supposed to be like a kind of like repellent thing against mosquitoes. So mosquitoes supposedly don't like the smell of those flowers. So that's kind of cool. And that's Malaya. Sometimes she's in my videos. She's a good actor. Her name's Malaya. And this is the tree. See, this tree used to be like tiny little midget. Now it's ginormous. Awesome. I'll help you out, tree. Pull the dead branch off. This is a Tupperware with frozen orange juice. Okay, so whenever I tell people that I do this and I'm like, dude, you gotta try this, this is what happens. Dude, you gotta freeze some orange juice. It tastes like ice cream. It's awesome. Yeah, well, you're weird. Yeah, well, you're sheltered. You don't like to try new things. That's what happens when I tell people. They think I'm like weird, but no, it's just freezing orange juice, and it makes it taste so much better. Man, I can barely talk. Okay, well, it makes it taste way better, and it almost tastes like ice cream. So it takes like average orange juice, and it turns into like something awesome. So I like to do this most of the time instead of drinking normal orange juice. So if we get orange juice like today, then I'll like pour some in a Tupperware or like freeze it in a cup, and then the next day it's like perfectly frozen. So this is like a good amount of orange juice. It's like a good snack. It almost tastes like ice cream. Awesomeness on a spoon. It's awesome. Brain freeze, brain freeze, brain freeze. That's the only problem sometimes, is that sometimes you get brain freeze. I'm gonna try to finish eating this as fast as I can. I'm not really sure what those birds right there are doing. Maybe what's happening is they think that the person that they're following is going in a straight line, so they follow that bird, and then that bird follows the other bird. So they're just actually flying a circle when they think that they're like covering some major distance. So a bunch of you guys have been commenting about how do you send me fan mail. Okay, so basically if you send stuff to Costa Rica from like the States or anywhere else on the planet, there's like a 100% chance that it's not gonna make it. So stuff never makes it. We've tried it and stuff just doesn't make it. And in Costa Rica, there's not even like addresses. It's just like 200 meters after the grocery store, which is like by the school, and just like that's kind of like an address. But I do have an address which you guys can send stuff to, which is in the States. So I'm gonna leave that linked, I'm gonna leave the link to the, well, it's not a link. I'm just gonna leave the address in the description, and maybe I'll start leaving it in all my videos. So if you do want to send me something, you can send it to that address, and next time I go to the States, I can pick it up if I go there, or I'll forward it from there to wherever I'm going. So if you do send me something, I might not get it for a couple of months, but if you do want to send me something, you can send it to that address, and next time I'm in the States, I'll pick it up. So a bunch of you guys have been asking me how I am like so positive and how I like get so motivated to do like all this stuff. So I think one of the biggest things that inspires me to like come up with like cool ideas and like do something or like do whatever it is watching other YouTube channels. So last night I was watching the latest video from this guy. He's in my top 5 favorite YouTube channels, and his channel's called Joe Robinette Bushcraft. definitely check out his channel. But his channel is all about like bushcraft and like survival and like camping and canoeing. And in a couple of weeks he's going on this like canoeing trip, which sounds like it's going to be fun. He usually like makes videos about it and stuff. But he was showing all this stuff that he keeps in his bag in a separate video. And one of the things that he showed is he has like a little bag with a bunch of different sizes of like paracord. So I was like, man, that's a really good idea. So what I went and did, I got inspired from his video, is I went and found a little bag thingy that I have, and I put most of my paracord into it. And the reason he said that he likes to keep his paracord like in a bag, all your cordage can be in one spot. And he said also, because if you have to hang like a bear bag with like your food, because he's gonna have to take food for like 9 days worth of food. Since you have to hang your food from like a tree, like a branch of a tree, he said what he likes to do, instead of tying like a end of paracord to a stick, he puts like maybe a few rocks inside of the little bag, and as long as the little bag has like some sort of loop, you can tie an end of the paracord to it and then throw it over the tree and have the other end tied to your bear bag, like a bag with all your food and anything that has any scent, and pull it up. So I thought that was a pretty cool tip. So I went and found a bag, and this one has loops, and I keep all my paracord inside of it, like short sizes, longer sizes, ones on like homemade spool tools. And yeah, that's one of the ways that I get inspired to like do things or change my survival kit or like go on a cool adventure, is from watching other YouTube channels. So I don't like watch a video and then like go like copy it exactly. I get like inspiration to do something not the same but like similar and with my own uniqueness. So that's it for today's vlog. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do a vlog every day of just like what I do throughout the day, the most stuff that I think might be the most exciting. Make sure to check out my last video, which is right over there inside of this big blue picture of me surfing. My last video was about me building a website. I also did a Q&A. I went on an adventure on the beach, and I just talked and babbled about random stuff like I usually do as I just come up with it. So make sure to stick around for lots of fun adventures. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the morning. Malaya, say goodbye. Say see you guys tomorrow. No! You're gonna get the lens all slobbery. It's 12 o'clock at night, and I'm gonna turn on a light with this big light so you can see. See, it rains about like in the middle of the night. It's been like this for like 2 hours now. Holy Jesus! It's pretty scary. Okay, see you guys tomorrow morning.